YSU, the English language podcast for you. In our podcast today, we will talk about the BESTEP Listening Task 2, Short Conversations. Then we will have a practice test where you will have the opportunity to choose an answer to each question and receive a grade. Try to listen to my explanation in English. There will also be a Chinese translation for you to check your understanding. The BESTEP exam has 4 sections: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. In the listening section, there are 3 parts, or tasks. This episode will cover Listening Task 2, Short Conversations. This section has a total of 10 questions. Each question is based on a short audio clip of conversations about everyday life. While listening, you must understand the main point of the conversation, the details of the conversation, and the attitudes or feelings of the speakers in the conversation. For each audio clip, there will be only 1 question. This means you'll hear 10 short audio clips and answer 10 questions. On the test, you'll only get to hear the audio once, and you can't pause. Because this is a podcast, feel free to replay the audio to practice, but know that in the real test, you will not be able to play the audio more than 1 time. Here is an example.
It's supposed to rain all weekend. Do you still want to go hiking?
Oh no, I didn't know that. Maybe we should cancel.
Or we could go to the indoor climbing gym instead.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's do that. Question: why do they consider canceling their hiking plans? A, they are tired. B, it will be too hot. C, it's supposed to rain. D, they have too much work. In this example, 2 people are discussing their weekend plans. They wanted to go hiking, but because of the rain, they decided to change their plan. The question is simple, just asking, why did they change their plan? One thing to consider is that you can look at the answers before listening. If you read the answers, A, they are tired, B, it will be too hot, C, it's supposed to rain, D, they have too much work, before listening, you'll realize that only one answer is ever really mentioned in the audio. C, it's supposed to rain. In most cases on the test, the answer mentioned will be the correct answer, so don't forget to read the answers first before you play the audio clip. In our podcast, of course, you can't read the questions first, but know that in the test, you will be able to read the questions and then click play. Here is a second example.
Hey, did you hear that the time of Professor Chen's Friday class is being moved?
No, I didn't. When is it being moved to?
It's changing from 3 p.m. to 10 a.m., starting next week.
That's great. I have work in the afternoon, so this new time works much better for me. Question: what can you infer about the 2 students? A, they work at the same company. B, they're in the same college class. C, they're both unhappy about the class schedule change. Or D, they're both the same age. This example is a conversation discussing the changing of a class time. The question asks, what can you infer about the 2 students? Or basically, what do we know about the 2 students from the audio clip? By reading the question before hearing the audio, we will know that we don't need the new class time or the old class time, or really any other details in the audio. We just need to know who the 2 speakers are. Now we will have a practice test. There will be 10 audio clips, each with 1 question, just like the real Task 2 section on the BESTEP test. Pause after each audio clip as long as you need, so you have time to choose an answer and write it down. We will read the answers at the end of the test. Remember that on the real test, you won't be able to listen to audio clips twice or pause them. Question 1.
Hi, welcome to the campus bookstore. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm looking for the textbook for Professor Lin's history class, but I couldn't find it on the shelves.
Oh, Professor Lin's course? Let me check. It looks like we're out of stock at the moment, but you can place an order and we'll notify you when it arrives. It usually takes about 3 to 5 business days.
That sounds good. Thanks. Question. What is the main purpose of Speaker B's visit to the campus bookstore? A. To buy a book for Professor Lin's class. B. To return a textbook. C. To ask for directions to the bookstore. D. To pay for a previous order. Question 2.
Hi, I'd like to book a room at your hotel for next weekend.
Sure. We have a deluxe room available from Friday to Sunday. It's $150 per night. Would you like to reserve that?
That's a bit over my budget. Do you have anything less expensive?
Let me check. We have a standard room for $90 per night, but it only has one queen bed. Will that be okay?
Yes, that'll work. Please book the standard room.
Question. Why does the customer choose the standard room? A. The deluxe room is unavailable. B. The deluxe room is too expensive. C. The standard room is bigger. D. The customer prefers a queen bed. Question 3.
I'm starving. What do you feel like eating?
I could go for something quick. Maybe pizza?
That sounds good, but I had pizza yesterday. How about burgers instead?
Burgers work for me. Let's go to that new place around the corner.
Deal. Let's head out.
Question. Why does person A not want pizza? A. They are allergic to pizza. B. They're not hungry. C. They don't like pizza. D. They had pizza yesterday. Question 4.
Hi, I've checked your car and it looks like the brakes need replacing. It'll cost around $250 for the parts and labor.
$250? That's more than I was expecting. Is there anything cheaper?
We could try reconditioning the existing brakes, but that's not as reliable, and it would only save about $50.
I guess I'd rather have new brakes for safety. Let's go ahead with the replacement. Question. Why does the customer choose to replace the brakes? A. To save money. B. For safety reasons. C. Because they are unsure of the other option. D. To save time. Question 5.
Hey, did you finish your part of the group project for Professor Wong's class?
Not yet, but I'll have it done by tomorrow. I'm just struggling with the data analysis.
Do you want me to help you? I finished that section already.
That would be great. I'll send you what I have. Maybe you can check it out?
Sure, no problem.
Question. What is student B struggling with? A. Writing the introduction. B. Organizing the presentation. C. Analyzing the data. D. Creating the slides. Question 6.
Hey, do you know when the cafeteria closes tonight?
I think it closes at 7 p.m. on weekdays. Why? Are you going now?
Yeah, I have a late class tonight, so I want to grab dinner before it starts.
You better hurry. It's already 6:45.
Oh no, I'll run over there now.
Question. What time does the cafeteria close on weekdays? A. 6 p.m. B. 6:30 p.m. C. 7 p.m. D. 8 p.m. Question 7.
Hi, how can I assist you today?
I need to change one of my classes. I'm currently enrolled in Psychology 101, but it overlaps with my part-time job.
Let me see. There's another section available on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Would that work for you?
Yes, that time would be perfect. Can you switch me to that section, please?
Sure, I'll make the change now.
Question. Why does the student want to change their class? A. They don't like the professor. B. The class is too difficult. C. It's the same time as their job. D. The class is full. Question 8.
Are we still meeting for the study group tomorrow?
Yes, but we're changing the location. The library study rooms are all booked, so we'll meet at the Student Center instead.
Okay, see you there.
Question. Why is the study group changing their meeting location? A. The library is closed. B. The library study rooms are booked. C. They prefer the Student Center. D. They need more space. Question 9.
Hi, Sarah. Did you hear about the changes to the library's opening hours?
No, I haven't. What's going on?
Starting next week, they're reducing the evening hours. The library will now close at 8 p.m. instead of 10 p.m. from Monday to Thursday.
Oh no, that's going to be tough for me. I usually go after my evening classes.
Yeah, a lot of students are complaining about it, but they said it's because of budget cuts. At least the weekend hours are staying the same.
Well, I guess I'll just have to adjust my study schedule. Question. Why is the library reducing its hours? A. Because of budget cuts. B. Due to construction. C. Because of a lack of students. D. To update the facilities. Question 10.
Did you hear about the concert next Saturday?
Yeah, I did. I really want to go, but the tickets are expensive.
I know. I'm thinking about just getting the cheaper seats in the back.
That's not a bad idea. Let's get the tickets soon before they sell out.
Agreed. I'll buy them online tonight.
Question. What did they decide to do about the tickets? A. Buy cheaper seats. B. Not attend the concert. C. Go for VIP seats. D. Wait for a discount. This concludes the practice test. We will now read the answers for each question, so mark how many questions you got incorrect. The answers to the practice test are 1A, 2B, 3D, 4B, 5C, 6C, 7C, 8B, 9A, 10A. Thanks for listening to this episode of NSYSU, Best Step Prep. Stay tuned for future episodes where we will cover the Best Step Listening Task 3, as well as offer more casual English conversation listening practice. Until next time,